Hey guys, Happy New Year's. Cleaning up right now, but today I got some channel news for you going into the new year and, well, of course, some comic books to show off. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, it's Eric at SideQuest Comics and Happy New Year's once again. This is the first video for the new year and I had some channel updates and news and kind of goals that I want to go over real quick. I might do a full-blown video of like what I want to accomplish with the channel maybe this year, or just me as a comic collector, what I want to kind of go after this year. And then of course I got a stack of comics. We can't have a show without me showing off some comics, can we? But yeah, I wanted to touch in a little bit about some changes I wanted to do with the channel. I don't know if anybody noticed that I usually release videos Monday and Friday. Now this past Monday, which was New Year's Day, I did not release one. In the past month, I really got kind of burning the candles at both ends. And I thought about, I probably need to pull back a little bit. I started the channel as something fun, just to show off, my recent pickups and, just to share the joy of the hobby. Right. And I kind of started thinking about, okay, I'm kind of racing to get videos done twice a week. I have a job that it takes a lot out of me. It's like 6 days a week. And then, I started noticing I'm sacrificing some other stuff, other hobbies. I do tabletop gaming miniatures. I also do a podcast for that, Indie Invasion, if you guys are interested. And also, just family in general. So I was kind of running ragged a little bit. And I felt like I wasn't putting all that I could into these videos for you guys. And there are other kind of videos that I'd like to try. Initially, when I started, I wanted to do something besides just, here's what I picked up type of thing. But I want to do some other fun video aspects. Like, I did do for a while the like comic book thoughts. I want to kind of maybe do some more of those. Over the holiday, I did like a read through with my wife. That was a lot of fun. And I had some other ideas of other things that I want to do that are more than just here's what I got type of thing. So those are some of the things that you guys can expect to see from SideQuest Comics in the future. Maybe some live stream type stuff. If the thing that I thought about, it's like these other creators are doing other things besides just this is what I got. So, I want to kind of jump into that. And I think the only way to do that is, for the time being, maybe just do one release a week. I don't know what day exactly for sure. I'm leaning towards Friday right now. You guys let me know down below what you guys like seeing videos released on. And maybe I'll try to change my schedule a little bit. And who knows, maybe I'll have time that I can do 2 a week, which if I do, I will. Because I do have fun interacting with you guys and, just sharing the love of collecting comics. So that's all I got for some channel updates. If anything changes, you can watch maybe updates over on the Instagram page, or maybe I'll do like a short video or something like that. But feel free to send me an email or a message. I'm more than willing to chat and, talk with you guys and see what you guys think. So on that note, let's get to some comic books. Okay, so I have a couple comics I want to show off you guys. Just kind of a small pile. I'm trying to not like bombard you guys with like a ton. I don't want to make like 30-minute videos of this is what I got type of thing constantly. But this was something that I recently picked up. It was about the time New Year's Eve sales. I think I went New Year's weekend for this. Probably the Saturday before New Year's Eve. And I just wanted to show off some of the stuff. So first thing I wanted to jump into here is from Spider-Man. It's Spectacular Spider-Man. Now this, I'm wearing Spider-Man shirt. This is a little bit late, but I'll just save it for next year. Christmas cover by Spectacular Spider-Man. 112 came out in 1986. I know this was a big book people showing off on Christmas covers and stuff like that. I looked for this for a while. I couldn't find it. I was kind of like, yeah, I got to have that in my collection too. And well, I finally found it, of course, after the fact. But like I said, I'll just save it for next year. This is written by Peter David, and the art on the cover here is Kyle Baker. This is a really, it's an iconic cover, so that's why I wanted to get it. Whenever I did some research at, Christmas covers, this was one that popped up. Next up, doing some digging at a local store that I haven't been to in a while. So I figured, I'll stop by and see what they have in their dollar bins and see what I can find in some of their back issues. Well, I found something that I think I've seen once before, and I could not resist it. I could not resist Mr. T there on the cover. This is the A-Team. This came out 1984, and this is number 1. This was actually only a 3-issue series, which I thought it was longer. Maybe there was another volume type of thing. I'll have to look into that. But I couldn't resist picking this up. It was pretty cheap. It was just under $10. Written by Jamie Alexander Salakrup. And the cover, can you get this, is John Romita Sr. So he did the pencils on the cover of this. That was kind of like yeah, I'm going to get that one. And this is actually boasted. It's the first comic appearance of the A-Team, which is kind of cool. I'll have to go back. I think they had 2 and 3 of this series, so I'm going to go back and pick them up. I think they were even cheaper than this one. But just to complete the run, the set. And then, hey, I could post it on Throw Up Your Set Saturday, right? So that's the A-Team from 1984. Over late summer, early fall, I finished off my Doom 2099. So I've been kind of trying to pick up, all the first issues and stuff. But this one was one I didn't have yet. So this was 2099 Unlimited. This is number 1, 1993 is when this came out. And this has it has different stories in it. It's not just one story. This one particular has 2 stories in it. This was actually the first appearance of Hulk 2099. So that was kind of a big draw right there. And like I said, there's 2 stories. There's another story with Spider-Man 2099 in here. And this was written by Gerald Jones, and the cover is Chris Wozniak. And yeah, this was one on the list that I wanted to get. I was hunting for a while for the Hulk 2099 first appearance. And here I found it in the bins. The store that I went to, local pickup, they have a short box, couple of them that are like nothing but first issues. So this one was in there and I snagged it up. Check that off the list. So moving to DC, I actually specifically went to the store to dig through their DC, the golden and the bronze and stuff like that, and see what they have. And I found this one, Superpowers, number 1. Now, this is the 3rd series. This is volume 3 of Superpowers. And this is a 4-part mini series. I'll have to see if I can find volume 2 and 1. I kind of really wanted to get volume 1. And this was written by Paul Kupperberg and art by Carmine Infantino. I'm getting better at my names, guys. And this one, yeah, like I said, I think this was inspired by my Christmas gift, my New Gods number 1 that my wife got me. So I kind of took notice of this. And I remember the Superpower toy line from the 80s. So I think it's a little bit of nostalgia too, where they give you a kind of a Justice League vibe. So well, yeah, this wasn't very much. It was the only one from the series I had in the bin. So like I said, I'll have to track down the other ones, other volumes and stuff too. But that's Superpowers number 1. Some more DC. This was one that's nostalgia to me. And I already have a couple of these. I have 7 of them. But I got Captain Carrot and His Amazing Zoo Crew, number 2 and number 20. Now, number 20 is the last issue in the series. This ran for, just the 20 issues. And this was in 82 to 83 is when this ran. And the series started off with Roy Thomas writing it, and they had a couple different writers come in. Here, I'll just put them side by side for you guys. And Scott Shaw was, I think, the artist on the number 2 there, and Rick Holberg in the last one. They did the covers. And let me read you some of the character names here. And this, like I said, this was when I was a kid, so it's kind of a nostalgia thing for me. But of course, we have Captain Carrot. We have Alley Cat Abra. We have Fastback, which I like. He's the little turtle guy that's got the little arrow on him. We got Pig Iron, the big purple war pig guy. I kind of like an Iron Man, I think, throwback. Rubber Duck. He's you can see him in the background. He's the green guy with his neck's always stretched out. And then we have Yankee Poodle, which is right here. So yeah, I can't remember if there's any more characters. I think this was most of them. Yeah, like I said, nostalgia. I've been picking these up. $3 a piece. Not that much. I think even number 1 was $3 when I got it. I used to have these, so this was nostalgia for me. And this last issue here actually has Changeling in it, little tie-in for Teen Titans, and Gorilla Grodd down there. So yeah, I don't recall if this was actually in the same universe as DC or if it was an offshoot, like different universe. But good fun. I mean, these came out, I think, in response to what was it, Peter Porker? What was it? It was Spectacular Peter Porker. I'd have to look up the title, but that's another one that I'm hunting for. It's hard to find those ones. I see them once in a great while, but yeah, early 80s, comics for kids that were just fun, but had that hint of superheroes. Okay, so then, of course, like I said, I went there to look through their dollar bin. It's been a while. They have about 4 or 5 long boxes full of dollar books that they refill occasionally when they buy collections and stuff like that. And they'll just put big collections in there. So it's always good to dig through. Not usually a whole lot of super old stuff in there, 70s, 80s, sometimes 80s. A lot of 90s, 2000s, a lot of modern types of stuff. So it's not too bad. Every once in a while you find some good stuff. But I went and they had a lot of DC. One of my goals, I'm going to have to do a video of this, is to start looking at more DC, read some more DC comics, regardless of what age it is. I kind of want to just start exploring that world, the DC universe. So what I found, though, in the bin was, and I couldn't believe they had the whole run, but I only need a couple issues. They had Brightest Day in there. Now, I already have the Blackest Night, the 1 through 8 of that. So I only needed a couple issues from Brightest Day. So I found number 0, number 2 with Aquaman here, and the last one, which is the last issue, is number 24. So now I filled those holes. I can actually read this whole storyline and, see what the story is. Like I said, I had Blackest Night, needed this one. I probably didn't really need number 0, but it was there, right? So let's get them all. They're $1. This was all written, let's see, this came out 2010. Writer was Jeff Johns, and the cover on, I think the early ones here, was David Finch, and the cover on number 24 was Swamp Thing. Let's see, where is it? Right there. Was Gary Frank. That's another title I want to start getting, is some Swamp Thing. Probably volume 2. I know that's the big one. That's got, the big Constantine and, first appearances in. So, but yeah, I got number 24. I got number 2. And I got number 0 of Brightest Day. Next up, what I found in the dollar bin was a graphic novel. This is Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Punisher, The Dark Design. Now, this came out in 1994. It is written by Howard Mackey, and the art was Ron Garney. And this is just, it's so 90s to me. Like I said, 94, so almost the middle of the decade. And this was actually a sequel to a previous graphic novel called Hearts of Darkness. So I did not see that one. I don't remember ever seeing that one. So I'll have to look for that if this is a sequel. But just with you had the trifecta here: Ghost Rider, Punisher, Wolverine, 90s. What could go wrong, right? It's going to be violent. It's going to be just big explosions, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was, like I said, for $1. I think, what is this normally? Back when this came out, it was like almost $6. So I actually made out a little bit. So I'm excited to read this and just check it out. I like graphic novels. You don't see graphic novels too much anymore. So yeah, let's go for our Wolverine Punisher dark design. Okay, last up, not a Marvel, not a DC, but I found this and I was kind of like, I couldn't help myself. I had to get it. The throwback memories here. Image, Cyberforce #1. This was a big one. I have this already. So this was one of those I couldn't help it. It was $1. #1, this is one of 4, 1992. Arts by Mark Silvestri, one of my favorite artists from back in the day, the 80s and 90s. He's an X-Men alum. Some of my favorite covers, you can probably see him back here, that he did. He's one of those artists that I would love to meet at a show, and I want to take some of these books that I got, like some of those ones I got back here. I got Chris Claremont to sign, so I would love to get Mark Silvestri to sign them also. This one was when they went, him, Jim Lee, Eric Larson, some of those other artists at that time period went and formed Image Comics so they could basically have full rights of these characters, do the stories the way they want to. And this actually is, I did not know this, but this was written by Eric Silvestri, which I'm assuming is a relative of Mark's. And this is the first team appearance of Cyberforce. And I think it's the first appearance of a character, I'm blanking on her name. But yeah, this was the second copy, so I figured I'd grab it. I could have, the one that I originally have that I bought back in the day, I can leave in its bag and board. And then this one can be my reader, or, maybe I want to get this one signed and the other one I can keep mint type of thing. So yeah, Cyberforce #1 from 1992 for $1. Why not? Well, there you go, guys. There's Happy New Year's, a little updates to the channel. I'll probably, you may see things change a little bit, and it's not going to be just, here's what I got in the dollar bins and stuff like that. I'm still going to do that because I do have a lot of fun showing off my finds that I get from digging. But that I couldn't go without showing you some cool finds that I got at the local pickup store, and even some dollar bin finds. Let me know what you guys think of these finds and my ideas for the channel changes. What days would you like to see releases? Mondays like I used to do, Fridays like I'm planning, or maybe there's another day you would like to see, or if you have ideas for things that maybe you'd like to see, stuff that I've done in the past, maybe one video type of thing. But don't worry, I'm not going to change the channel too much. I'm just adjusting a little bit so my schedule isn't so crazy and I'm not burning that candle at both ends. So comment down below, and don't forget to give me a subscribe, a like. Really appreciate that. And while you're at it, head over to Instagram. Follow me over there. That's probably where I'll post news and stuff like that. I've been trying to get more regular and posting just general stuff over there instead of just Monday, Wednesday type of stuff, and even Friday stuff. So head over there, give me a follow. I appreciate that. And next time, guys, while you're out there digging for your New Year's comics, happy questing, and we'll talk to you next time.